All right, group, this is our factor by difference of squares practice, page 15. It says factor the following completely. If the polynomial is not factorable, then we will write prime. Okay, so here on our difference of squares, we check to see is there subtraction, two terms, and then if we were to take the square root, will we have some even square roots? And we will. So this one's good to go. So the square root of x squared is x. The square root of 121 is 11. One of them will be positive and one negative. Okay, letter B, same thing, two terms, subtraction. 64 is a perfect square. We can obviously take the square root of x squared. Square root of 64 is 8. Square root of x squared is x. One of them will have a positive and one will have a negative. Okay, C, subtraction, two terms, 4 and 1 are perfect squares. We take our square roots. The square root of 4x squared is 2x. The square root of 1 is 1. One's positive, one's negative. Okay. Letter D. Take our square roots. We have two terms in subtraction. Square root of 25x squared is 5x. Square root of 9 is 3. One of them is positive. One of them is negative. Okay, here we have two terms, subtraction, and both are perfect squares. When we have x squared and y squared, we can actually still do that. Square root of 49x squared is 7x. Square root of 144y squared is 12y. One of them will have a positive, and one of them will have a negative. Okay, F, two terms, but we have addition. Anytime we have addition for difference of squares, we know that that's prime. Okay. Factor the following completely. If it's not factorable, write prime. Okay, so we have a trinomial. So this will be split the middle. So 3 times negative 8 is negative 24. And so we want to find all of our combinations to multiply to 24. Okay, so there's some. Let's see if any of these will work. We want to add to 2, so negative 4 and 6 would get us to 2, so that's great. So we'll have 3x squared minus 4x plus 6x minus 8. Factor out an x. We can factor out a positive 2. Our parentheses are the same. So we have 3x minus 4 and then x plus 2 for our final answer. Okay, letter B is grouping. This is 4 terms. Here we can divide out a 2x squared. So we're left with 2x minus 3. We'll divide out a negative 1 here. Parentheses are the same. Put those together and we are all finished with that one. Okay, here we have a difference of squares problem, 2 terms in subtraction and perfect squares. The square root of 16x squared is 4x. The square root of 25 is 5. Positive, negative. Okay, letter D. We can't do difference of squares because we have addition. We could try GCF, and we can GCF here, so we can do 15x squared as a GCF. So we're left with x plus 3. Here, we can't do difference of squares because we have addition, and we can't do a GCF. There's no GCF there, so this one is prime. Here we have factor by grouping because we have 4 terms. go ahead and get rid of our x squared at the beginning here. So we're left with x minus 8. We'll get rid of a 5 on this one. Left with x minus 8. So we get x minus 8 and x squared plus 5. The x squared plus 5 coming from our GCFs. Okay, this one here is a trinomial. So we will do 2 times 15. Oops. 2 times 15 is 30. To multiply to 30, 1 and 30, 6 and 5, 3 and 10, 15 and 2. And we're trying to add to a negative 13. So we need to make all of these negative. Negative 3 and negative 10 would add to negative 13. So we'll go ahead and split the middle. It doesn't matter the order of your middle terms. You could do minus 3x, minus 10x if you wanted. So here we divide out a 2x, and we're left with x minus 5. Here a negative 3. We have x minus 5. So x minus 5 and 2x minus 3. Okay, on letter H we can actually divide out a GCF first. We can try split the middle, but we definitely need to take out a GCF of 4. Then we're left with x squared minus 2x minus, let's see, that'd be 5, 15. So then we see, can we do split the middle with the inside? We can do negative 5 and positive 3 would add to negative 2 and multiply to negative 15. So we'd have x plus 3, x minus 5. Okay, our last one, we can divide out a 3. There's a GCF there. Left with x squared minus 100. Now on this one, we can do difference of squares with the inside. The square root of x squared is x, and the square root of 100 is 10. Positive, negative.